Hello. I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm always saying that. I know, but hello, it's Burgess Taylor. So this is my makeup still. I did do my hair. And for those of you wondering, yes, I did a little bit more of the color. Um, as you can see, the white is really coming in, and the blonde, whatever it was, I had turned a little bit like brassy, so I kind of just been using this shampoo that gets rid of that, and I put what is called it's like a toner it's like purple shampoo, purple conditioner. It has like a toner in it, and it's really doing a great job. So what I wanted to talk about today, though, not just the Ipsy and the makeup, I really do like the lipstick, the lip stain. My suggestion is if you really want to use it and you don't want it to stain your lips really bad, because it does. It really does. But I love the color and I like the way it makes my lips feel, is I took a little bit of lip balm, put it on my lips, and then applied the Liptitude, um, so it wasn't so like on my lips. Eyeliner's still holding up pretty good. Eyeshadow still holding up pretty good. I guess after I finish the video and I put my pajamas on, wash my face, I will put on those Depuff and try it out, and I'm going to use it over the next 2 days, and then I'll let you guys know how that worked. Now on to what the video is really about, because this is sort of an update on a number of things. Since the beginning of the year, I have been using a Buteo Bunker, which is a traveler's notebook. I have been using a Hobonichi. I have the Avec um, A5 Japanese version. It's the 2 books, and June is almost up. So I tried the Miguel Ruiz for my Hobonichi. I tried the Productive Luddite, really big notebook for my Hobonichi. I have 2 Janelli Fish Traveler's Notebooks. One is an A5. I use it as my writer's Bible, and I also have a passport size that I use as my wallet. I have a 7 Seas standard journal notebook that I'm now using as my Hobonichi. And I also, at the end of the year last year, the beginning of the year, I also got a Filofax Domino. So I thought I'd kind of do a wrap up of how everything is going, what I think about some of the products, do a little bit of a review um, about everything that's kind of been going on, and what I think about all of the things that I've been using, including some of the art supplies and stuff, because several people have asked me questions about art journaling or art journaling supplies. Some people have asked me a couple of questions that are more personal in nature, and I kind of thought I'd just do this all at one time. And if the video is rather long, I apologize. I will try my hardest to edit out some of the stuff, but sometimes, yeah, me and the editing, I'm still learning. That's work in progress. I need to do more research about editing software, and I'm in the process of doing research for a microphone for my camera, because I realized over the weekend when I videotaped Mr. Rockstar singing that I really need a really good microphone for my camera. So, let's start with what I got like in the very beginning. I got a Filofax Domino. I use it now as a household planner system. Bills and stuff like that. I'm about to redo a few pages in it for finance, because primarily what I am using it for is budgeting our finances, doctor's appointments, bills, that kind of thing, addresses, that kind of, like I had surgery, what's going on, vacation, stuff like that. I am not a planner decorator kind of person. I tried it. The planner itself is really not my thing. I think if I were to do the planner kind of thing, I would probably be better off getting a small Hobonichi, the little tiny one in the English version, and doing the planning in it and just writing in it, or maybe a small planner from Walmart, or making my own, or cutting up pages out of a cheap one from Walmart that's in the A5 size and putting that in my Filofax. I'm not real crazy about the Filofax pages. All I really need in there is a calendar um, with enough room for me to write on, make maybe a week at a glance, and big enough to write on little things, not like, so it's just not really my thing. And I love stickers and stuff like that, but just not really cutting it for me, because I end up writing stuff on my really big calendar, or writing stuff in my journal, or writing stuff down in my traveler's notebook that's the passport, that's my wallet, and it has a little calendar in it. And now that I'm pretty much using it and the really big calendar that hangs on my wall in my writing room, I don't really use the planner part of my Filofax except for budgeting and household stuff really that much. I probably need to sit down and find a way to use it that's more conducive for what I want, like maybe some of the do-it-yourself projects and stuff like that, maybe the vlogging thing, maybe, I'm not sure. So the next thing, because I ordered a small art journal, I didn't really care for it. It was too little for me. Gave it to my daughter, and it's probably perfect for her. I'm not sure that she's using it. It was a gorgeous little journal, but it was just too little for me. So then I went to the Productive Luddite really big notebook, and it's awesome. It really is. If all you're interested in is sticking stuff in there, pictures, stickers, washi tape, and writing, wonderful. It has become my family journal. I do some drawings in there. Some really lightweight watercolor is okay. Some really, just as long as there's not like a lot of water. No acid markers, because it's going to bleed through. Can't use anything that's really heavy in it, because it will bleed through. But as far as being a really big journal, like just for journaling, or for lightweight art journaling, or for kind of like smash booking, it's fabulous. You can put paper on there, and it does have an index, and that's what I love about it. And so I'm doing a lot of pictures and like cartoons and ephemera, just adding stuff in. It's become like a really large smash book junk journal kind of thing for me, that I will eventually pass down to my grandson. And it's so big that you can put all kinds of things in there. So it is, when I'm done with it, it's going to be super bulky. It's already bulky because it's big. But I really do love that journal. I really do like their products. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Some paper's just not meant for some types of pens and artwork in general. The next thing I tried was the Miguel Ruiz. Now, I ended up not really liking it very much, because I didn't really care for taping the pages together, and I didn't really care for the bleed through. I don't like the paper. The paper is graph paper. Yes, I got the one with the graph paper. But unless you double up the pages or triple up the pages, or put gesso on it, or craft paper, that kind of thing, you're going to have a lot of bleed through. The paper's going to pill if you rub it too much with like a paintbrush or a marker or an eraser or anything else. But I like it for writing in, and I have turned it into my Get Fit, Get Healthy weight loss journal. As you can see, I have turned it into that, and I need to print out some pictures, not only for this, because I need to put my before picture over here, but also for my Fauxbonichi. I ended up buying the 7C's standard notebook journal from Nanami Paper, and it is made out of the same paper as the Fauxbonichi. As the Hobonichi. I'll get it right in a minute, y'all. I love this journal. I absolutely love this paper. Love this journal. As you can see, it's already gotten kind of bulky. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. it has pretty much stood up to whatever I have dished out. Now, don't get me wrong, on occasion, because I am a watercolor fanatic, there will be a little bleed through, you know, mostly because there are some things I am a little bit heavy-handed with, or some things that I've added extra. Like, for example, so we're clear, I added more than one. I had to go over it a couple of times when I did this cabin. And so the next page ended up with some bleed through. So what I did is I took a piece of craft paper, scrapbook paper, and then put this that I got out of a magazine, put it on top of there, and it was Whimsical Wednesday anyway, and used some washi tape, and you know, no big deal. If I hadn't done that, I probably would have just went with the same color, found something I could do that had that color, and I would have just, you know, went with it. It's really not that bad, the bleed through. Like I said, it's only when you're a little heavy-handed with watercolor or with, you know, color that there's any, like, and it's more of like a shadowing. There's a tiny bit of bleed through, but it's more of like a shadowing effect. This is awesome for fountain pen using. This is awesome for watercolor. As you can see, I had, you know, so like I said, when I do something that has a lot of color, and I'm not going to not do it, I tend to the next day do something that doesn't, you know, I make it fun. I use like the journaling cards usually over something that has quite a bit of bleed through, or like I did with this. And some days I really don't feel like actually drawing, so those are sometimes the days where I do stuff like this. I love, 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 love this journal. I, on this topic of kind of doing a little bit of a flip through, one of the questions, or one of the comments, I believe, I have a couple of different tripods. I've kind of sort of figured out a way to do flip throughs. I need to figure out how to set it up so that it's not so hard moving it around, because my shoulder is still hurt and I have an appointment with a specialist at the end of this month. So hopefully that will be taken care of pretty soon. But if you will bear with me, I will do a few more flip throughs. I will try to set it up maybe tomorrow and do a flip through for the very end of May and the beginning of June. I'm not caught up, so it'll be until the point where I, you know, I still need to print out some pictures. Like I said, I have some tip-ins to do, I have some journaling to do, but I'll try to do at least some flip throughs. So the next thing, like I said, 7C's standard A5 note. Oh my god, I love this notebook. This has been a fabulous notebook. The Platinum Carbon Fountain Pen. It is probably, I am now using it to draw with. The ink that comes in it is waterproof ink. It is great to draw with, but as far as writing goes and being a comfortable pen to actually write with, not so much. It's really long. The cap doesn't go on the end of it and stay. You have to set it to the side. And writing with it is not, it's okay, but it's kind of long to write with, and it's not really comfortable, and I don't like that the cap doesn't, so I draw with this. And like I said, it's waterproof ink. So I have a Made by Platinum, if I can find it. I have a Platinum Preppy medium fountain pen, medium nib fountain pen for writing with. And I also, this isn't the waterproof ink, but this is almost finished. It also, the cartridge for this platinum carbon, the same cartridge will fit in this with a waterproof ink, so my actual writing in my journal, once I'm done with this, will actually be waterproof, so I will be good to go. I'm using this up because I am actually using this fountain pen for regular writing in my regular personal journal. Um, and I love this pen. I love platinum fountain pens. I would never really have thought I was a big fountain pen user because, like I said before, I tried fountain pens before and they were kind of scratchy and it skipped and I really didn't like them. But Yukari suggested this pen. She was using it and I tried it. It was very cheap. I got it from Amazon. And then I liked it so much, the ink and stuff, but I didn't like how the pen actually felt for writing, that I went searching thanks to my friend Maya's suggestion on one of my videos on YouTube where I talked about it. She said to look up that same brand, the Platinum, and see if they had any that were made more like a pen, like a regular pen, because when this lid comes off, as you can see, the lid goes right on there and I can write with it. I could even put one of those little rubber things on there if I really wanted to and take it off when I was done, if I was doing a lot of writing, so it would be more comfortable. But this is way more comfortable than this to write with, but this is actually perfect for me to draw with because it's a little longer, like a paintbrush, so when I hold it, I'm actually doing more freeform. I haven't used a pencil, like I said before, in months now, except for on just a couple of things, and that was because I needed the lines to kind of be a little bit different. So I used the pencil, I did it over with the carbon ink and the fountain pen, and voila, erased. Once it dried, I erased the pencil and I was good to go. Now, the one thing I will say, I still love my Micron pens. They're waterproof, and I use those sometimes, but these are like awesome, just awesome. Now, in the beginning, I was a big Prismacolor pencil fan. Um, I love those still. I still love those. I'm actually probably going to be using those in my weight loss get fit journal because I don't really want to use watercolor. Like I said, the Miguel Ruiz paper is not good for watercolor or really good for markers. So I have a really nice set of Prismacolor pencils, several actually sets thanks to my daughter. And I probably use those for that. I have these Psy watercolor brush, and I love these things. I love these things. They are fantastic. Okay, I also have the Koi watercolor travel kit thing, and I love using it. I love the aqua brushes, but I got a set of brushes, two different kinds. It came in a package. Let's see if I can get to it without, like, you know. These are not expensive. I'm going to try them. I got this from Walmart, and I'm going to actually try brushes. I'm going to see how it goes because when I put on the gesso, I said it right, or when I use, like for backgrounds, I don't like using my aqua brushes for that. They're not really thick enough, and I don't want the gesso to get yucky with my aqua brush. And I got this. It's mixed media. I almost got the watercolor paper, but I watched some videos about art journaling, and I want to try a few new things, and my daughter wants me to do some foodie pictures for her on canvases to hang up on her wall when she moves in August into her place an hour and a half away or so. Really excited about that. But she wants me to do some foodie pictures for her to hang up on the wall, and I'm thinking that would look really cute in the dining room or the kitchen or whatever, if that's what she wants. And You know, I like doing those. I think they're fun. So I'm going to try that, but I figured I'd try it on here first. And if they turn out really good, then I guess we'll just have to frame them because, you know, it might be better on this than on canvas anyway. Canvas has a bit of a different texture, and I'm a watercolor person, and whereas, you know, so my daughter's more of a sketch artist. She likes pencils, and she's awesome. If you see behind me, there's a man with a beard on that dresser. I have it framed. My daughter did that with a pencil. It's a sketch, and it is awesome. Can you see it? It's like right there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to let you know about those and how that works. I've heard a lot of really good things about those. And the next thing up would probably be, as far as like traveler's notebooks go, I really enjoy how they're set up. I haven't really figured out how is best to set up my Butea bunker. I'm kind of working with it right now until I finish the inserts I have. And then when I'm done with that, I think I'm going to change things up a bit in it. I love how I have my wallet, the Janelli Fish passport set up. I really do. And I love how I have my writer's Bible for the most part set up. But my next set of inserts, when I'm done with these, will be different. I think I'm going to see if I can find some lined ones as well as the blank page ones, because for writing I really prefer lines, whereas for doodling or drawing or art journaling I prefer the blank page. I bought a used Hobonichi. It's the Avec A5 series. The first one ends after this month, and then for the next 6 months there are 2 books. And that's how I ended up with the 7C standard notebook journal, because it has the same paper that the Hobonichi has in it. Now, I love the paper from the Hobonichi. I absolutely love the paper. I don't like that the A5 is in Japanese. I can't read it. It has these cute little quotes on the bottom. I don't know what they say. I probably won't get another A5 until they come out with English. I may end up for next year getting the smaller one that comes in English, and so I can toss it in my purse. It will probably end up becoming something, I don't know, maybe my planner. I'm not sure. But I love the paper. I like the concept. I like the do a page a day. It's my Hobonichi has actually become my personal journal. So I'm not sure that the smaller version will work, but I'm going to try it, I think, next year. If not, I'm just going to get another 7C standard, and I'll just kind of do Hobonichi for personal journaling. I don't know. But I really do love that paper, and I don't really have anything bad to say about the Hobonichi necessarily at all. I just don't like that I can't read it. I would love to have the quotes where I can read them. Then I don't write my own quotes, because I like the kind of a quote a day thing. One other thing I didn't really review were the Zig Clean Color Real brushes. I love them. I have the smaller set. I think it's the 12. I really want the big sets on my wish list. Derwent Inktense pencils. I have 2 different ones. I have the UK version and the US version of the 12. I love them. And my my journal cover for my Hobonichi and the pencil case, I got those and I love them. I love them. I didn't really talk about my Janelli Fish very much. My writer's Bible I am absolutely in love with. So much so that for my birthday present to myself, and I ordered it months ahead of time, I'm getting an A5 trifold from Janelle to house some of these art journals in. This is probably going to become my personal journal cover. maybe, because, or it may end up being my weight loss journal cover. I don't know yet. I will not, I will use it. I will continue to use it because I absolutely, absolutely love this cover. It actually has pockets and an elastic. Um, this is a pocket. It has the little pocket for a pen over here. When you open this up, it has the pocket in here. Those are little cards, little tiny homemade journal cards for I made out of scrapbook paper. So that pretty much sums up that. And then I'd like to make a few comments based on some of the comments I've received in some of my videos. As a writer, an author, and a journal writer, and I guess now an art journaler, and a creative person in general, all of those things tend to kind of go hand in hand for me. I've said in previous journals that because I have anxiety and depression and ADHD, that creative pursuits, outlets, really help me maintain a little bit better balance. It helps me reduce my stress, helps keep me from being depressed. It doesn't stop the depression. It doesn't stop the anxiety, and it sure as hell doesn't keep stress out of my life. Having a happy, comfortable, stable, secure environment has helped tremendously. My husband is absolutely fantastic, and we are best friends, and I have a great family. I have a lot of support, emotionally and sometimes physically, because like I said, I have been injured. I have gone through quite a bit in this last year, and the year before, and I have a lot of support. What you don't like hear in regular everyday life is that there are days when I'm doing really good to make it out of the bed and into the recliner in an art journal. Some days I can't sit at this computer and write. Some days I can write on the laptop, whereas I can't sit like this at the desk. Which is why, like with the videotaping and doing flip throughs and things like that, it makes it kind of difficult sometimes. Physically, I just am not able to do all that sometimes. Some days are better than others. I will say, though, that I have gotten a lot of support and on that, and I had forgotten how fun it was to do art. I used to be pretty good, and I really stopped doing it because adults tell you when you're in middle school, elementary school, especially once you get to high school, I guess we're all starving artists kind of thing, as a writer, as an artist. And, I think, and I made that mistake, because that's what you're taught, that's what you learn. But I made the mistake of putting what made me happy on the back burner to just kind of live my life and make it through life when I was raising my kids. Once you put things on the back burner enough, you kind of forget about them. They're like tucked away in the closet and you don't think about them anymore. And I had forgotten how much art meant to me and how good it made me feel. I've never left reading behind the way that I left art behind. I've never left my writing behind the way that I left art behind. But all of the creativity and the creative pursuits are just there. It's kind of like one big parcel to me. It's not like one big folder with a lot of little subfolders. People ask, how can you keep up with so many journals? Well, it's because they're all for different things for the most part. How can you, and I'm not balancing everything the way I need to. I have like pretty much been absentee from my blog. I need to get back into that. I do videos quite a lot, but I haven't really done a whole lot on my blog, and I really need to do better because it's really important to me, especially as a writer. And writing is a really good thing for me too. I have been concentrating so much on the art journaling because for a while I couldn't sit at the computer and write, not even with a laptop. Excuse me, but it's really important, I think, I'm at this place where I'm trying to find some balance with vlogging and blogging and art journaling and writing and the house and family and things like that. So if you'll just kind of bear with me, I'm going to try to figure out some kind of schedule for the vlogging and a schedule for the blogging and work on the art journaling and the writing, and I hope to have a flip through pretty soon. And if you're one of the people who are subscribed to my blog, hopefully tonight or tomorrow I will be putting a real blog post up, because there's some stuff that like books and stuff like that I want to talk about, not just art journal stuff. So I hope you guys have a good one. If you have any questions about any of the stuff that I've covered in the video or in some of my other videos, art journaling stuff, please feel free. And when I get a few questions, I will actually make another video to address those questions or comments. Take care. Bye.